History of Black Greek organizations. Black Greek organizations were created because, in the early 19th century, when racial tensions and segregation was rampant, black male and female students were often unable to join social fraternities and sororities on campus. So, to combat being excluded from these exclusive organizations, black male and female students decided to create their own organizations at collegiate levels. Black Greek organizations were also formed in order to provide a sense of community to black students across college campuses. The 20th century is when D9 started to form. A few black students from historically black colleges and universities, or HBCUs, decided to create their own fraternities and sororities. These fraternities and sororities became known as the National Pan-Hellenic Council, or the Divine Nine. They include Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity, Omega Psi Phi Fraternity, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority, Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity, Zeta Phi Beta Sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, and Iota Phi Theta Fraternity. The Divine Nine all have their own values and beliefs, but the overarching goal is to uplift the black community and to create a safe place for black students. The first ever black fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha, was formed on December 4th, 1906 at Cornell University, which is located in Ithaca, New York. Alpha Phi Alpha was created in what was considered as the midst of racial divide. A group of 7 men came together and forged a union to ensure survival that would bond them together for a lifetime. Those men later became known as the 7 Jewels of Alpha Phi Alpha. They were known as Henry Callis, Charles Chapman, Eugene Jones, George Biddle Kelly, Nathaniel Murray, Robert Ogle, and Vertner Tandy. The first ever black sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, was formed on January 15, 1908 at Howard University, located in Washington, D.C. AKA was created in direct defiance to the view that blacks were incapable of understanding traditional Greek study, as well as to unite college-trained African American women who desired to provide service to their community. Ethel Hedgeman, who was a junior at the time, gathered with 8 other women from the liberal arts school at Howard University. The founding members include Ethel Hedgeman Lyle, Beulah E. Burke, Lily Burke, Margaret Stagg Holmes, Marjorie Hill, Lucy Dick Slow, Marie Taylor, Anna Easter Brown, and Lavinia Norman. The Alphas and the AKAs were founded during a time where strength and resilience were greatly needed and were the foundation for the many other Black Greek organizations that came after them. These men and women rallied together to provide a sense of trust and community for their fellow Black students. Fraternities and sororities center around not just creating strong relationships within the community, but within the organizations themselves. Alpha Phi Alpha has spent countless time and resources to ensure that their communities prosper. The Big Brothers and Sisters of America initiative that was implemented during the fraternity's General Convention in 1990 works towards the positive development of African American youth and empowering their families as well as their communities. They also take pride in exposing many Black youth to the positive role models that they may not have access to in their daily lives. The members of Alpha Phi Alpha also took the time to create the Leadership Development Initiative. LDI seeks to equip hundreds of high school students, primarily sophomores and juniors, with leadership skills. Members work alongside other professionals and experts in teaching a multitude of valuable skills to help these students become more successful. Alpha Kappa Alpha uses their influence to lift up the voices of local families in need. With the Empower Our Families initiative, AKA understands that a healthy family is the foundation of a healthy community. Areas of focus include the Childhood Hunger Initiative Power Pack, CHIPP, Youth Leadership Initiative, YLI, and mental health awareness. CHIPP provides weekend and holiday meals for local children who may not have had access to food at home. YLI is a youth-led program designed to empower and engage youth from ages 11 through 13. Finally, with mental health awareness, members of AKA use their collective efforts to fight the stigma and raise awareness in regards to depression, anxiety, and trauma during Mental Health Awareness Month. Alpha Kappa Alpha also advocates for social justice. Their mission states that they will equip communities with the tools, knowledge, and support to activate their voices and mobilize self-help to empower communities to help themselves. The areas of focus for the Social Justice Initiative include voter education, registration, and mobilization, public policy forums, candidate forums, and public servants guides. The Divine Nine creates a sense of community, creativity, and positivity by community involvement. Through these initiatives, D9 has created a positive outlet for members of local communities. Through these acts of community service, the Black community is strengthened due to younger children having mentors, teaching leadership skills, providing mental health resources, hosting food drives, and giving a voice to those that may not have one. The Divine Nine positively impacts the lives of not only their own members, but the members of the community that they are in as well.